Welcome back to Throttle Tribe. Japan wrote the book on reliability, but the future is being built in China, and the 14 motorcycles you're about to see prove it. Machines that deliver reliability, comfort, and value while destroying old stereotypes. Whether people like it or not, the next decade of motorcycling may have "Made in China" stamped right on the tank. Number 14, the Lifan KPM 200. We're kicking this off with a price tag that is absolutely laughable. If you're looking for a commuter that looks like a concept bike straight out of a sci-fi movie, but costs less than a used couch, this is it, the Lifan KPM 200. Lifan is a massive giant in China, mostly known for building engines for other manufacturers. But with the KPM, they decided to build a 21st century cafe racer. And the result is wild. It doesn't look like a standard motorcycle. It has quirks everywhere. The round LED headlight with its futuristic halo, the fake leather tank straps that serve absolutely no purpose other than style. But honestly, they look cool. The digital dashboard is offset to the side like something from a custom garage build. Underneath the styling, it features a 198 cubic centimeter single-cylinder engine, liquid-cooled, putting out 17 horsepower. It comes with a 6-speed transmission. And at this price point, most bikes only give you 5 gears, but Lifan gives you 6. It weighs just 333 pounds, which is part of its charm. Lightweight means value and lightweight means fun. You also get inverted forks, LED lighting all around, and a clean digital dash. Fuel economy? About 100 miles per gallon. It's the perfect first motorcycle for someone who wants to look distinctive without spending a ton of money. It handles surprisingly well because it weighs almost nothing. It's flickable, playful, and honestly looks way more expensive than it is. Most people will ask you if it's a custom build. Brand new, it goes for $3,200, shipping included in most places. And yes, you can literally order it on Amazon. Seriously, you can add a motorcycle to your cart right next to your laundry detergent. But maybe you want to travel the world. Maybe you want an adventure bike that comes with luggage included. Number 13, the CS-CRX-4 Adventure. This is the bike for the rider who wants a BMW GS, but only has a Honda Gram budget. Sold by CSC in America and by Zongshen everywhere else, this is a legitimate touring machine that has proven itself on global expeditions. The RX-4 isn't a toy. It looks like a heavy-duty adventure bike because it is one. It comes standard with crash bars. It comes standard with a tall windshield. It comes standard with aluminum panniers and a top box. Do you know how much BMW or KTM charge for aluminum luggage? About $2,000. CSC gives it to you for free. It rocks a 450 cubic centimeter single-cylinder engine, producing 40 horsepower. It's fuel-injected and liquid-cooled. It has adjustable suspension front and rear. It hits a top speed of roughly 95 miles per hour, which is plenty for highway cruising. Reliability. The Zongshen engine in this bike is famous. It's used in countless motorcycles around the world, and it's unburstable. Riders have taken these bikes across Alaska and all the way down to South America. Yes, it's heavy, around 450 pounds, but that weight makes it stable on the highway. It feels substantial. It feels like a real motorcycle, not a budget compromise. Plus, CSC keeps parts in stock in California, so you're not waiting for a slow boat from Shanghai if you break a lever. The price? $5,395, including the luggage. That is absolute insanity. If you're enjoying this video, the like button is right there. Show your support, and don't forget to subscribe so more videos like this come your way. Up next is a global expedition machine with all the gear included. Number 12, the Cyclone RX-6, the bike with a British heart. If you think Chinese motorcycles are still copying old Honda engines from the 1980s, this machine will completely change your mind. The Cyclone RX-6, also sold as the CS-CRX-6 in North America, is a true sport touring weapon that looks like it rolled straight out of a European design studio. It's sleek, aerodynamic, and built with real purpose. But the real story hides beneath the fairings. It features a 650 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine. And this is not a generic clone. This power plant was developed by Norton. Yes, that Norton. It uses the same architecture as the legendary Norton V4 Superbike, essentially the V4 engine cut in half and re-engineered for a middleweight platform. The result? 70 horsepower and 45 foot-pounds of torque, more power than both the Kawasaki Versys 650 and the Suzuki V-Strom 650. And thanks to its British DNA, it delivers real character. The 270-degree crank gives it a throaty, aggressive roar that feels far more premium than you'd expect at this price point. The bike comes equipped with KYB suspension, Nissan brakes, Bosch ABS, and a massive 7-inch TFT display that even includes tire pressure monitoring. It's a technological tour de force that proves China can build truly unique, high-performance engines, not just copy them. And the price? $6,700. You're getting boutique British engineering for the cost of a used Japanese commuter. But believe it or not, there's one bike that takes things even further, and it's coming up next. Number 11, the QJ Motor SRK 400. This is the parent company finally stepping out of the shadows. QJ Motor is a behemoth. They build millions of motorcycles, many of them rebadged under other brands. But the SRK 400 is their direct attack on the Kawasaki Z400, and they're not hiding anymore. The SRK 400 looks aggressive from every angle. Sharp body lines, a low-slung headlight, and an exposed trellis frame give it the stance of a bike that wants to punch you in the face. It's built to dominate city streets and carve through canyons with confidence. It packs a 400 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine, making 41 horsepower. But here's the real secret sauce. It uses a 360-degree crankshaft, meaning both pistons move up and down together. And because of that firing order, it sounds like an angry Benelli from the old days. It doesn't growl, it howls. QJ also loaded it with components you don't normally see at this price. Dual front disc brakes, chunky inverted forks, and a chassis that feels more premium than its class suggests. This doesn't feel like a beginner bike. It feels like a serious machine that just happens to be compact. The backlit handlebar controls are a great touch for night riding, adding to the upscale feel. And the price? $4,700, undercutting its Japanese rivals while offering more hardware right out of the box. But maybe you want a screen so big you could watch Netflix on it. Maybe you want top-tier components. Well, for the next bike, we're talking Italian design paired with one of the best component lists in the world. But before we continue the ride, would you ever buy a Chinese motorcycle? Why or why not? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. The Moto Morini X Cape 650. Another historic Italian name revived through Chinese manufacturing under the Zhongneng Vehicle Group. And they didn't just slap a classic logo onto a generic bike. They built a genuinely impressive machine, the X Cape. This is a middleweight adventure bike that absolutely screams Italian style. It was designed in Italy, and it shows. It's elegant, it's tall, and it looks ready to take on the Dakar Rally right out of the showroom. Power comes from a 649 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine with an architecture similar to Kawasaki's Versys, producing around 60 horsepower. But the real magic is in the component list. Brembo brakes, Marzocchi suspension, Bosch ABS. These are the same premium brands you'll find on a Ducati. The dashboard? A massive 7-inch full-color TFT display, bigger than what some cars offer. It's bright, crisp, and fully connects to your phone via Bluetooth. The ride quality is plush thanks to that Marzocchi suspension, and the bike handles corners with true Italian flair while running with the efficiency and consistency of modern Chinese production. It genuinely feels like a step up from the more utilitarian Japanese options in this segment. And the price? $7,999. Try finding another bike with Brembo brakes and Marzocchi forks for under $8,000. You can't. But maybe you're not into modern styling. Maybe you want something that looks like a Triumph Bonneville but costs half the price. If that's the case, this offers retro charm and premium feel with a price tag you wouldn't believe. Number 9, the Brixton Cromwell 1200. Wait, isn't Brixton an Austrian brand? Yes, it is. But the bikes are engineered and built in China by Gonlin, often stylized as Galen. And this machine is a direct shot at the Triumph Bonneville T120. The Cromwell 1200 is unmistakably classic. Round headlight, flat bench seat, twin pea-shooter exhausts, and spoked wheels. If you squint, you'd swear it rolled straight out of the factory in Hinckley, England. But it didn't. It came from the East, and it brought serious firepower. A 1,222 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine delivering 82 horsepower and 79 foot-pounds of torque. It features ride-by-wire throttle, cruise control, KYB suspension, and Nissan brakes. And the torque? This thing pulls like a tractor. It feels solid, planted, and surprisingly refined. Even more surprising is the build quality. The paint is deep and glossy. The chrome is clean. The switchgear is metal and weighty. Nothing buzzes or rattles. It just delivers a smooth, pleasant rumble. The Cromwell 1200 proves that China can do retro luxury every bit as well as the Europeans. And in terms of road presence, it's almost indistinguishable from the British icon it challenges. Now the price, $10,000. A Triumph T100 is nearly $14,000. That is a massive difference for a bike that feels 95% the same. But let's pivot. What if you want a BMW-style engine without the BMW price tag? Up next is exactly that, but for thousands less. Number 8. The Vogue 900 DSX. Vogue is the premium brand of Lansin. And who is Lansin? They're the factory that has been building engines for BMW for over a decade. Yes, the very same engine used in the BMW F900 GS is produced by Lansin. The Vogue 900 DSX is essentially a BMW F900 GS in a different suit. It features rugged asymmetrical headlights, gold tubeless wheels, and overall styling that looks ready to take on the world. And why? Because it carries the heart of a German giant. The engine, an 895 cubic centimeter parallel twin producing 94 horsepower. It comes with a quick shifter, radar-based blind spot detection, heated grips, and a heated seat, all standard. This is a BMW engine. It's reliable. It has German engineering DNA paired with Chinese manufacturing pricing. The 900 DSX arrives fully loaded with tech that BMW typically charges thousands of dollars extra for. On the road, it rides with the same stability, efficiency, and confidence you expect from a German-designed platform. It is the ultimate cheat code for getting a premium adventure motorcycle on a budget. The price? Around $10,000, depending on the market. Thousands less than the German equivalent. But maybe you want something built for racing. Maybe you want a bike that literally finished the Dakar Rally. Number 7, the Cove 450 Rally. This is the bike that broke the internet. Cove is a young brand led by a guy who actually races, and he set out to build a ready-to-race rally bike for the masses. The 450 Rally. It looks like it rode straight out of the Saudi Arabian desert. It has 3 fuel tanks, a massive navigation tower for your road book, and a carbon fiber skid plate. This isn't a dual sport. It's a race bike with lights. The engine is a 449 cubic centimeter single cylinder, making 51 horsepower, and it weighs only 320 pounds dry, which is incredibly light for a true rally machine. It carries 8 gallons of fuel, giving you a range of up to 400 miles without stopping. This thing is legitimate. Cove even entered 3 of these bikes into the Dakar Rally, and all 3 finished. That alone proves its durability. It handles dirt like a professional motocross bike, yet it can still cruise comfortably on the highway. There is nothing else like it on the market. It gives a regular rider the chance to live out real rally fantasies. And at a price of $8,999, it's a bargain, especially when a KTM rally replica costs nearly $30,000. But maybe you want the future. Maybe you want to ditch gasoline entirely. Then you should look at the only electric bike on our list. Number 6, the Sur-Ron Ultra B. This is the only electric bike on our list, and for good reason. It's taking over the off-road world and redefining what lightweight electric machines can do. It bridges the gap between bicycle and motorcycle perfectly. The Ultra B sits right between a mountain bike and a full-size dirt bike, combining agility with serious performance. It looks like a robotic insect, slim, silent, and absolutely wicked. It produces 12.5 kilowatts of peak power, roughly 17 horsepower, but the real magic is in the torque. Electric torque is instant, and the Ultra B delivers a massive 320 foot-pounds at the wheel, giving it explosive low-speed power that gas bikes in this class simply can't match. Top speed is 56 miles per hour, and you can expect around 50 miles of range if you ride hard. And the fun factor? Off the charts. It weighs just 187 pounds. meaning you can toss it around like a mountain bike. It wheelies the moment you even think about twisting the throttle. It even comes with a reverse gear to pull you out of tight spots, something dirt riders immediately appreciate. Because it's nearly silent, you can ride in places where loud off-road bikes get kicked out, opening up a whole new world of trails and playgrounds. The Ultra B is genuinely changing the way people think about off-road riding. All of this for only $6,400. No gas, no oil changes, just charge and shred. But let's get back to the street. Let's talk about the sport bike that is killing the Kawasaki Ninja. Number 5, the CF Moto 450 SS. CF Moto is the big daddy of Chinese motorcycles. They partner with KTM, they're rapidly expanding worldwide, and they now have a massive dealer network backing them up. The 450 SS, or 450 SR in other markets, is their middleweight weapon, and it's a serious threat to the established Japanese brands. Just look at those aero winglets on the front fairing. They aren't cheap plastic gimmicks. They're real carbon fiber lookalikes that give the bike an aggressive, track-ready presence. This thing looks like a $20,000 Panigale. It's sleek, sharp, modern, and absolutely stunning. It makes the competition look dated and budget. Power comes from a 450 cubic centimeter parallel twin, making around 50 horsepower, but the magic lies in the 270-degree crankshaft. It mimics the sound and character of a V-twin, giving the 450 SS a gritty, mean exhaust note. Not the sewing machine hum you get from bikes like the Ninja 400. It's stacked with premium components too. Brembo brakes, great suspension, and specs that outperform everything else in the class. It's quicker than both the Ninja 400 and the Yamaha R3. On top of that, it features a full-color TFT display with built-in GPS navigation, something unheard of at this price. It handles sharply, looks incredible, and may be the new king of the entry-level sport bike category. It proves that a beginner motorcycle doesn't have to look or feel like a toy. The price? Just $5,699, but it punches way above its weight class. But maybe you want style over speed. Maybe you want cruise-friendly comfort on a budget. Maybe you're imagining a mix of scrambler, cafe racer, and cruiser. Number 4, the CF Moto 700 CLX Heritage. This is the neo-retro masterpiece. It looks like nothing else on the road. The 700 CLX has a signature X element built into the headlight, exposed brushed aluminum tank panels, and a beautifully stitched leather seat. It looks expensive, like a custom build from a high-end shop in Los Angeles, but it's straight from the factory. The engine is a 693 cubic centimeters parallel twin making 74 horsepower, and it's surprisingly peppy. It has fully adjustable KYB suspension, but the real killer feature? Electronic cruise control. Standard. On a naked bike at this price point, that is practically unheard of. The engine character is lively, eager, and ready to play. The riding position is upright and comfortable, and this thing draws a crowd every time you park it. It feels like a premium European machine, but the price is only $6,899. But now we enter the top 3. Stop what you're doing. We're about to look at machines that aren't just good for a Chinese motorcycle. These are machines that are good, period. We have the Scalpel, the Featherweight, and the Touring King. Before we reveal the top 3, tell us, which bike stole your heart? Or are you staying loyal to your current ride? Let us know in the comments. Number 3, the CF Moto 800 NK. This bike is also known as the Naked Kid and the Street Fighter, and for good reason. The 800 NK is essentially a KTM 790 Duke in a tuxedo. CF Moto manufactures engines for KTM, and they've used that partnership to build this absolute monster. The styling is controversial. Some say it looks like a transformer, but there's no denying it's aggressively modern and eye-catching. Under the bodywork sits a 799 cubic centimeter parallel twin based on KTM's LC8C engine platform, pushing out 100 horsepower. The bike weighs only 411 pounds, making it an incredible power-to-weight package. It features a massive iPad-style vertical touchscreen display with Apple CarPlay, something even premium European brands often don't offer at this price. Performance? With 100 horsepower in a bike this light, the 800 NK is a recipe for pure insanity. It lifts the front wheel in first, second, and even third gear. It carves corners with surgical precision. It even comes with a standard steering damper to help keep that eager front end under control. This is a true hooligan machine that rivals the Yamaha MT-09, yet costs only $8,499. Meanwhile, a KTM 790 Duke costs more and often doesn't come with all the tech features unlocked from the factory. In terms of performance per dollar, this bike is pure value. But maybe you're thinking about going off-road and you care about weight. Brace yourself. You're about to be shocked. Number 2, the Cove 800X Super Adventure. This bike practically defies physics. For years, everyone said you couldn't build a big adventure motorcycle that was actually light, and Cove responded with, "Hold my beer." The 800X looks like a full-blown rally machine, tall, slim, focused, and unapologetically purpose-built. This is not a Starbucks cruiser. It's not trying to be a soft touring bike. It's trying to be a dirt bike with a license plate, and it shows. The engine, a 799 cubic centimeter parallel twin, making 95 horsepower. But here's the number that truly matters: 363 pounds dry. Yes, lighter than a Honda CB 500X. Lighter than a Yamaha Tenere 700, and with 20 more horsepower than the Yamaha. The power-to-weight ratio is wild. It accelerates like a missile. Off-road, it handles like a 450 cubic centimeter dirt bike, not an 800 class adventure machine. And if you drop it, you can actually pick it up without needing a friend, a jack, and a prayer. It comes with long-travel KYB suspension, rally-style ergonomics, and performance numbers that are making Japanese manufacturers look, well, lazy. And the price, $9,999. For what this bike delivers, that's insane. The 800X isn't just a contender. It's the new benchmark for lightweight adventure motorcycles. But there's still one bike that puts everything together: the total package, the true king of value. Number 1, the CF Moto Ibex 800T. This is it, the bike that proves China has officially arrived at the big table. The Ibex 800, known as the 800 MT in Europe and Australia, is a full-size, globe-trotting adventure tour built to challenge the established giants. Designed by Kiska, the same design firm behind KTM's motorcycles, it looks robust, premium, and ready for anything. It uses the KTM-derived 799 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine, producing 94 horsepower, but it's the equipment list that absolutely destroys the competition. This bike comes loaded with features typically found only on $15,000 plus machines: cornering ABS cruise control, heated grips and heated seat, up and down quick shifter, fog light center stand adjustable, KYB suspension, 7-inch TFT display. If you tried to equip a BMW F850 GS or Triumph Tiger 900 with all these features, you'd easily pass the $18,000 mark. CF Moto gives it to you stock. And here's the kicker: the Ibex 800T doesn't just look good on paper. It rides beautifully. It's comfortable for 8 hours in the saddle, the engine is punchy and surprisingly refined, and the fit and finish are excellent for the price point. This isn't just a cheap alternative. It is a genuine competitor that stands on its own merits. It forces every other manufacturer to ask, why are we charging so much? And at $10,799 for a fully loaded touring machine, the question becomes even harder to ignore. Whether you're considering the Ibex, a top-tier ADV bike, or even something electric like a Sur-Ron, this machine proves CF Moto is rewriting the rules. Did we miss a bike that deserves a spot? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe for more motorcycle content, and as always, ride safe. See you in the next one.